Hi, I'm Mika. I'm a media designer for the Center for Teaching and Learning. Creating videos for your course doesn't have to be overwhelming. I have some tips that'll help you produce clear, engaging content without spending hours in frustration. Even if you don't have the perfect recording space and equipment, you can still make an engaging video and look good in it. Creating video is time-consuming, especially if you're sorting through dozens of takes. No one is going to nail it on their first take, but there are some ways to help recording go smoothly and make you look like a natural. Here's some of my tips and tricks. Number 1, write a script to keep on track. While recording, you can lose track, ramble, forget, and it just leads to this. What's happening now? And then I'm gonna have to cut that out later. Now, even though I just told you to write a script, that doesn't mean you want a wordy script on your lap with exactly what you intend to say, because it can make you look really distracted on camera. So you notice how I'm looking just up and down on my script? Try instead a simple bullet-pointed list with keywords. This way, you can more quickly glance between your bullet-pointed list and the camera. Color coding really helps improve readability so that you're glancing at your notes as few times and as quickly as possible. On recording day, if you find yourself heavily relying on notes and you can't get through a single take without staring at them, then don't hide them from the camera. The camera will catch you looking away, off screen, and it'll seem like you're really distracted and it'll be confusing. The viewer will not know what's happening. So you might as well just have your notes up where the camera can see them. It'll make for a more confident presence. It also helps to have someone by the camera. They can make sure that their camera is actually recording. Oh my god, the amount of times I thought I hit record and then I walked away, did my whole video, and found out at the end it wasn't even recording. Really helps to have someone behind the camera. They can also have your script on hand to help you keep on track. Oh my god, is it still recording? Yes. Okay. This is nerve-wracking. I don't have anyone behind the camera to help me. Students will forgive a fuzzy video, but they will not forgive poor audio. If students are having to turn the volume all the way up just to hear your voice over the background noise, they're more likely to click away. Students don't care about your messy hat hair or the fuzzies on your shirt. They just want to learn. External microphones. It's better to have an external mic than an internal mic. So your internal mic is the mic that's here in the camera, no matter the quality of the microphone. An external mic is always going to be better than an internal microphone because my voice is just closer to the microphone. Check your audio before you record. Do a test recording of yourself in the space at the level of which you intend to speak on camera. And then listen back to it right there in that moment. You do not want to find yourself editing later and then realize that your audio wasn't even recording, or there was some feedback or like terrible background noise. It's better to capture it in the moment. Find a quiet space. You can actually get away with covering yourself in a blanket. It sounds silly, but it actually dampens noise really well, and it helps keep your voice close to the microphone. Try it out. If you really can't find a quiet space, there's one last resort. So if there is strange, unexplainable noises happening in the background of your video and the viewer doesn't see where it's coming from, it's very distracting and confusing. But if you subtly establish where the noise is coming from in the background of your video, it'll be way less confusing. People will hear the noise, recognize it, oh, that's a cat meowing, and then move on. If it's something like traffic, you can try shooting with a window behind you to show the busy street. If you're in an office, just shoot in the middle of the office with all the people bustling around behind you. professional camera is not going to help you with the low lighting. It's always best to shoot in natural lighting, but that can be unpredictable. You do want to place your recording setup as close to a window as possible, with the light from the window shining towards your face. You want to avoid harsh lighting, and the angle of the lighting matters. You don't want lighting that is right over your head, casting harsh shadows that make you look bad on camera. As kind of a baseline reference, you want to use the height of your eyes. You don't want the light to be lower than your eyes because it'll cast shadows upwards, and you don't want the light to be too high up above. If the light is as close as it can be, without being in the view of the camera, that's good. Does it look good? I hope it looks good. You want the lighting to be just a little bit above eye level and behind the camera. It can be off to the side a bit. Don't be afraid to move your lamps around to be closer to you. If they're really like bright, harsh sources that are far away, consider turning them towards the wall. That way the light bounces off the wall and back into the room, and it's a lot softer and it looks better. Different devices record in different formats. You can check your device for what formats it's recording in. You usually want it to be one of these. These are the most common formats. iPhones take pictures in .heic, which is an unsupported file format for most applications and for PC. Why iPhones do this, I don't know. But there is a solution. If you go into your iPhone settings, go down to Camera, File Format, and choose Most Compatible. This will change your photos from .heic to .jpeg and your videos to H.264. If you're going to be reviewing and editing footage, you need to download VLC. VLC is a free and open source media player. It can open any file, even those weird unsupported ones, and it can convert unsupported files to more common ones. So editing can really take your video to the next level, and it doesn't have to be a time sink. Prioritize what makes the biggest impact. Don't stress over your ums and your stumbles. Like I will be when I'm editing. It's really hard to watch myself on camera. I think it is for anyone. But students actually value authenticity. And you watching this video, I hope you value the authenticity in my editing as well. It also just really saves me time to not have to cut out every and stumble. Keep your video short and concise. Cut any repetitive statements. Sprinkle in images and B-roll to make your video more visually engaging. You want to set the pace with cuts. You want to add transitions between topic shifts and takes. But don't be afraid of jump cuts either. You see it a lot with YouTubers. They just cut. It's just like that. But a snazzy transition between different topics can indicate progression throughout your video. And it helps it feel shorter and more organized. As you'll see right here as we move on to topic number 6. Before you hit upload, open up your video and watch it all the way through.
You can do it at 2 times speed.
But you need to make sure there's no export errors or that you didn't forget anything. Even better, share it with a colleague or family to help catch any big mistakes. And keep an eye on file size. It depends on the length of the video, but if it's over 1 gigabyte, it's probably not going to be compressed enough. It's going to take a long time to upload, and if students need to download it, it's going to take up a lot of space on their computer. Usually under 500 megabytes is better. But again, it depends. And that's it. That's all my 6 tips. Hope you learned something. I hope you can take this with you when you're making your next video for your course. And if you need any help, you can contact the media team. Good luck. Farewell.